Good afternoon, everybody. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all these holidays around this time. I hope everybody has a really, really productive Christmas, a really productive holidays to each and every one of you. And this is my year-end review video, or would you call it my overall look of the year so far, and what I'm looking forward to 2023. Um, I will say that 2022 was a decent year for me and my channel. We got like a lot of subscribers. I not saying a lot, but a lot of subscribers. We get like more subscribers than I have when the channel was first started. And I uploaded videos, like a lot of videos that I did last year. The first couple of videos I did is what Evil Genius is, why is there talent, why is Evil Geniuses the team that everybody loves because of their pickup of talent and their belief of their talent as well with Jojo Pion, Danny, and all those kind of, rookies in the North American team. And that was a pretty important video because I believe that the LCS is not doesn't have a talent problem. The talent is still there. It's the trust in the talent, the believe in the talent that they have. And Evil Geniuses are kind of like the first team that feels like they not only got the talent but put the belief in there. Now, as right now, I feel like Jojo Pian is probably the only good talent right now with Evil Geniuses. He's still 20, which is incredible, and he's accomplished so much in his young career than many North American mid laners would have done in their lifetimes. So for him to have that experience on the belt is really good, and I hope he'll have a good second season. Sadly, Danny does not even feel like they're coming back, but it's important for me to look at Evil Genius's year at and see that, you know, their incredible run from being like a team that nobody's been talking about to becoming LCS champions to MSI top four, which is not bad, to being a world participants, to finally be the first North American team to beat Europe in a best of five, and you have to understand, and you have to see like that's an accomplishment that many North American people will just be happy about. This is Evil Genius's most successful year in the org's history, and if they did it because of the back of their talent and the back of skeleton. Now, Peter Dunn is gone. Danny may not come back. Some of the players, they impact is gone, and I think this will be a whole new Evil Geniuses team. Do I still believe that Evil Geniuses are good enough to win an LCS? Maybe, maybe not, but with the confidence and the incredible play style of Jojo Pian, I feel like Evil Geniuses can, you know, go toe to toe with the best. And I believe in that because he could be a little bit cocky sometimes. He could be a little bit overconfident sometimes, but it's something that the LCS needed. Like, when you think of the LCS and his personalities, you think of Doublelift. Doublelift, the kind of guy who can talk the talk and walk the walk as well with his championships and his great performances. And I feel like the LCS lacks that for the last several years. And I feel like Jojo Pian is representing the new generation of young, hungry talent that just not only like to talk the talk but walk the walk as well. To show that the youngsters can compete with the big boys and just show that they are not afraid. And I feel like Jojo Pian and Danny are like the two players that breaks all the notion that NA doesn't have talent. They have the talent, it's just they don't have the belief. Some of the teams don't have belief in them. And wanted to sign like big name imports, like with big records and big resumes, instead of just like taking a chance and taking a risk. And I'm glad that Evil Geniuses are like the first team, well not first and not gonna be the last team to do that. They're the first team, but will not be the last. I heard 100 Thieves have tenacity. Yeah, I heard 100 Thieves have tenacity. I heard Team Liquid is going for some younger players as well. CLG keeping their young roster to develop the core. And I feel like right now, despite everything that I said about the state of the LCS, my state of the LCS video that I ranted about the LCS, they're not going to win a world championship, they're not going to win MSI. Yeah, I said that, and you know what, I I decided to own it. I decided to like, hey, I said what I had to say, and I own it. So nothing can do. I feel like the LCS could have a chance, but the way the LCS is for the last several years, it's just it may not happen. But I will give it a chance. I will give it a chance to see if they are good enough to upset the apple cart just a bit. So that was the Evil Geniuses. I did the MSI format thing, which is like it's not that big, but I want to tell you about the MSI format. It was kind of like it was kind of stupid at the time to have the MSI do like best of one Rumble and then best of one group stage. And the old LCS was a disaster all by itself with the artificial ping and RNG winning in their own bedrooms. I mean, it was not the most talk about tournament at that time. And I wanted to talk about because MSI, I heard, is going to be in London, which is kind of surprising. But at the same time, you know, another year in the MSI in Europe. Wow, that's gonna be tough for all those North America viewers. But at the same time, I feel like, all right, MSI haven't gone anywhere since the pandemic days. So maybe London is good. They have like facilities that can hold that, and I can feel like London might be the good place for the MSI. But I detail the MSI format because I feel like the MSI tournament needs to change. It's okay. Look, MSI can never be Worlds in terms of structure, in terms of storylines, in terms of you know, history in it. MSI will never be Worlds, even by a popularity contest. They can change the MSI trophy all they want, and it will still never get the love and respect by Worlds. It has a history. Uzi winning his first championship, G2 won it in 2019, RNG back to back, CLG made it to the finals. It has a history. The MSI has history, but it never gets like the respect and the credibility as it is. If you look at viewership videos for MSI and Worlds, I mean, if you look at viewership alone, peak viewership, Worlds probably have much more viewers than any other MSI tournament you have in the last 5 or 6 years. I think that comes down to predictability. Sometimes when you have like, okay, we all know which 4 teams are going to make it to the MSI, why we're playing this. And we all know which region's going to win it, why we're dealing with this. We got Worlds. Why are we wasting time playing in something that everybody knows what's going to happen, and then, you know what, nobody wants to bother. And I feel like, you know, the format needs to change a bit. Now, I did my format a little bit of change. Marks did it in his Blame Game thing with the Worlds. But I feel like I heard from the LoL Esports presidency of John and Naz, and maybe a change of format would be good enough. Maybe like tweak the tournament a bit so we can get more best of 3s and 5s like the LEC did, and make the tournament at least competitive. So if I were them, I would push the MSI teams, the major MSI region teams, to not play any best of 1s and to play like a best of 3s, best of 5 format or something, and make the minor regions play that. I will also get rid of the Rumble. I will also get rid of the best of 1 crap, because right now best of 1s are not working to the extent of many of the major minor regions. It's not good for the minor regions as well, and it's not great for the storylines as well. So I feel like my MSI video is just talking in the light of, you know, giving a little bit of favoritism to the major regions, but not giving like the minor regions some respect. And I feel like, you know, MSI can be better. MSI can be better. It will get better, and it needs to get better, because if MSI cannot be better, then nobody cares about it. And then nobody cares about it, and then people will just like tune out about it. I mean, MSI does have history. MSI have like good moments, but it's never like top of, you know, not as great as Worlds with all the great moments with everybody. And that's kind of sad, you know. The MSI was created in 2015 to become like one of the two major League of Legends tournaments outside of their leagues, and it kind of felt like their little brother to the World's Championship. You know, it's kind of like MSI being the little brother to Worlds, or probably the little brother to every other big major region league trophy. So it's not fair to it's not fair to like the organizations, but I feel like they need to change. They need to change the format so that we can watch MSI again, to make MSI more respectable, to give MSI more competitiveness. If I were them, I said the winner of MSI gets one additional spot for a team at Worlds. I say that's good because you now make the MSI more competitive, but also give a chance of, if my region wins, I will give another region a spot at Worlds, which will increase my chances of actually winning Worlds in a competitive setting, which is pretty good, to be honest. I said you need to spice up the MSI competition at some point. You know, you need to spice it up just a bit. Can't have best of ones and then you have 2-3 best of fives in India. You can't just do that. You can't just do that at all. It's not good. It's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for the viewership. It's not healthy for the fans. It's not healthy for anything. I did these 2 videos when I had a computer, and sadly I don't have them. My computer stopped working for a couple of months, and then I decided to move to the iPad. It's not the best quality in terms of video making, but at least I make do with it. So I came back and I talk about, you know, World's finals from my perspective, the entire World Championship from my perspective, and it was kind of cool, talking about Worlds from a fan perspective to my perspective, not from an analytical or anything like that, but tell you how I feel about Worlds. And I said it was probably the best World Championships I ever watched, because I get to watch like virtually all the games, and it was fun. All the fun moments were in my time zone, which is great. Sucks for the Asian people, but for me, watching all those World moments was incredible for me, and I feel blessed to watch it and to embrace the DRX Cinderella story even more magnificently as they won it. So it was great for me, it was great for the viewership, it was great for us, and it was great to talk about it. The 2 videos that I did was the states of both the LCS and LEC. Now, my State of LCS video was probably the most liked video in probably the channel's history, which is short, but to have that much likes about the LCS is amazing. And look, here's the thing. I mentioned about this earlier. This is not a hate on the LCS. This is not me hating on the LCS. This is not me trashing the LCS down to the lower parts of hell. This is me talking about, why are the LCS doing this and why are they deteriorating from France? And look, I'm not a fan of the LCS, but trust me, I say this. If you are every single fan of the LCS, you will grab that camera and make a video about it. You will grab that camera and make a video about why you hate the LCS so much. Some people do that. Some people might do that. Some people will not do it because nobody cares. But deep down inside, I feel like, they need to talk about the LCS more. They need to just push the LCS to even more, like, talkative stats. And I still stand by that video. It's the most liked video, and I still stand by it because it's my opinion. It's my opinion to talk about it. I give a little light-hearted to the LEC, although the LEC has got the same criticism of the LCS, because both of them are from the same area, the Atlantic Ocean area, which I'm at. So, these things are more important to talk about because it's been years since we see an LCS LEC finals, or probably the years since we have seen LEC or LCS dominate in League of Legends. The last time we had that was 2019-ish, 2018, 2019-ish. And it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun for our region that we were this close to being dominant in League of Legends. We're not going to get that in CSGO, maybe not in Valorant. Well, we're good in Valorant, but maybe not in the Stent, but for that period, it was the best time for the LCS and LEC. And now it's kind of like You had your period, and now it's gone. It's gone now. And the question is, it's not can we get it back? It's how do we get it back? And I feel like you know these two regions needs to change the atmosphere and to change the culture of everything, and they change the attitude. The LEC attitude is not that I worry about it. Probably the LCS needs to change the attitude. I just want the LCS and LEC to achieve international status. If one of these regions win worlds, or maybe if we get a world final between LCS and LEC, if we get a final between LEC and LCS, that would make every single Western region fan happy, knowing that, damn, do you remember when the LCS and LEC made it to the finals with all Korea and China teams in there? That is going to be everybody's wet dream. Maybe it might happen this next year or a couple of years down the road, but that will be everybody's wet dream. But a lot have to be changed around that. That's basically it for all the videos. It's not that much. It's not much. It's just a few videos here and there to cover to get my activity going. But yeah. So I don't have a lot of subscribers. I feel like I put myself into greater, pressure to just like, come on, we need some subscribers. We need like 20 subscribers or 30 or 40 or anything like that. I feel like that it's kind of too much for me. So I decided that by next year, I'm going to just stop focusing on the numbers and start focusing on the quality of it. I will focus on quality over quantity. If I don't get like many people liking me, fine. If I don't get like many people subscribing me, fine. I will not force you. I will not push you off the cliff until you say subscribe my channel or die or something. No, I will. To each their own, right? They have their own opinion. If they like the video, don't. If they like the video, like the video. If they don't, if they subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Okay? You have your choices. This is a society of choices. You have your choices, and I will respect you. I will respect your choices in each and every way. I mentioned about the whole LEC thing back in my State of LEC video that I'm gonna do next year, and I will do that. So I will preview the LEC season and the LCS season, and basically have to do a regional video on each and every other region. See which teams are good enough to win their region in any split. So I'm gonna think about doing this on a 4 days a week basis. So I'm gonna start pretty soon, but not before all the other regions start kickoff. So I'm basically gonna start Monday. So I'm gonna start with the defending champions, the LCK first, and then the LPL, and then the LEC, and then the LCS. So it'll be 4 days of videos being posted in to talk about their regions and see if their region's good enough. And I will talk about some of the teams in there. By the way, I didn't do the LPL or LCK review, so this is gonna be like a little bit of preview video for both of these regions as well for those 2 days. So that will be next week, and then I will try to do a podcast. So I did a podcast involving teamfight tactics, and I don't know. Maybe I was not like overly confident about it. Maybe it's because I don't have like the experience of so many podcasters. I watch them, I listen to them sometimes. I just listen to Caught Offside, of course, doing their thing. And it was kind of cool, of course, doing it. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to, to talk about it. I wanted to give a name to this. So I was thinking about it last night. I was doing a little bit of thought, and I wanted to call my podcast Sports Madness. Yeah, Sports Madness. It's a kind of thing of me talking about sports, and not just esports. Like you're basically regularly sports on a weekly basis. So I'm probably gonna do it on a weekly basis, not a daily basis like so many people, but maybe a weekly, maybe daily. I don't know, but I will probably do a podcast at some point. I will have to do a little bit of pilot next year and to see if I'm good enough. If I will probably have to do an episode, see if I'm good enough, and then if I get like some kind of approval, I will just keep going at it and talk about it. So, and I want to see if this thing can, you know, mix, get a lot of likes on Spotify or something. If it don't, fine. But I just wanted to do something that I'm proud of. Yeah. Um, that's basically it. Those are the things, and of course the LEC Good, Bad, and Ugly so after every single week. So those are my plans for next year, and hopefully, if I get my computer fixed, I will be able to do all these videos with all the thumbnails and all this kind of stuff. And I want to do my streams on Twitch. My godbrother told me about it and told me that, hey, maybe you can just spam your thing on Twitch and more. And I never done that. I posted some of my gameplay in there. I tried to post some of my gameplays on iPad, but it never worked out. I tried to do it on my computer, it never kind of worked out. So I did like streaming games on there, but I never done like an IRL stream or something. So I will do that. You know what? Here's the thing. I will do an IRL stream talking about League of Legends and possibly sports. So my first day of the channel on Monday will be talking about League of Legends and esports as a whole. I said that's a pretty good way to kick off 2023. Pretty good way. And then I'm probably going to talk about my podcast, of course. Maybe by doing it around the week. So that's basically my plans for next year. I wanted to be honest with you. I am I'm not perfect, to be honest. I really disrespected my parents more sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And it's because of I wanted to become the best in everything. I look at Mr. Beast's video on the Antarctica, and I saw like he's got millions of views and millions and millions of subscribers and everything. I saw players, play a specific game, and get like endorsement money and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know, maybe it's kind of feel like I wanted to become better at everything. But I've realized that worrying is not good. It's not good for the body. It's not good for the mental health in me, and it's not great. It's not great for it all. The fact that I managed to get that much subscribers in a single year, it's wonderful. It's better than many people who are not brave enough to do videos are great. So the fact that I'm brave enough to do all these videos and to do all this content is great. And it's kind of like my achievement. It's better than all my achievement that I have right now. It's better than a gold play button. It's better than a gold play button. It's better than a silver play button. Better than a ruby play button. Better than all of this. Me making content for all of you is better than anything else. And I'm gonna try to be. My New Year's resolution is to try to be better. If I'm not gonna be the best at everything, that's the way. That's just the way it is. Whether in the game or out of it, just I'm gonna be trying. I wanted to make friends. I already have friends, but I wanted to make friends. I wanted to just, be decent, be kind, be intelligent, and I don't know, man. I just wanted to be normal, you know. I just wanted to, you know, I'm enjoying life right now. The fact that I'm 25 years old and I'm enjoying life, while many people who sadly passed on, you know, never get to see to live another day or live another week, you know, or a year, of course. But the fact that I'm here, it's refreshing, it's wonderful, and I wanted to stay living, but I wanted to be a human being, you know. I just wanted to be a decent human being, you know. I wanted to just, you know, find something that I like, find something that I'm good at, and just work on it. And this is what I'm working at. I'm okay with it. The fact that I'm making videos, my birthday every day, is it's making me kind of happy, you know. I kind of listened to one of my videos, and it kind of made me laugh, to be honest. So the fact that it makes my video kind of laugh, it's great. It's great for me. It's great. So, and I want to keep doing it. And I am going to keep doing it. But outside of that, I don't know. I never worked a day in my life. I never done much of the house. I never done anything. I kind of feel like the echoes my mom told me about everything, and she's right. I'm 25 years old, and I never got a job. I never done anything. I never graduated college as with a high GPA or something. This is probably my this and my playing of video games is probably my only source of activity that I done virtually every day. So maybe it's normal to some of them, but it's kind of not normal to me. I never have a girlfriend. You know, never gone to any parties. You know, never done anything like exotic or anything like that. And the fact I'm doing that is great. It's good. It's good. I keep that path, but you know, you know, um, I met a friend yesterday. He's my school, one of my high school friend, one of my preparatory school friends. We were at a cookout, of course, down by the country, and he said he wanted to do like a liquor store. He's done a lot of things. He has a good life with his grandmother and so the principal of my prep school passed. It was a couple of months ago, so I don't know about mine, but it makes you wanted to, it makes you, you know, step back and realize that life is more important than any other higher goal or number of subscribers or doing anything. It's about, you know, enriching people's lives, you know. And I wanted to make sure that my videos and the podcast and every Twitch stream is it's a way to just you know reaching out. Of course, if you have a bad day, you can just find me or many other Twitch streamers. Of course, if you like. If you have a bad time, you can just reach out and just know that I'm here talking about these things. And if you don't understand it, fine, but I'll talk about it. So it makes you also appreciate that life is short, you know, and if we're just wasting our time trying to chase some kind of imaginary goal, you will lose yourself not only as a human being but also as a person. And trust me, I've been chasing that imaginary goal for years, and it's kind of not worth it for me. Maybe I might achieve it, maybe I don't, but maybe I might get 1 million subscribers, or maybe I don't. But yeah, the fact that I'm here, the fact that I'm keep doing all of these things almost each and every day, It's good. It's good. It's keep my brain up here, wiring. It keeps my heart pounding. It keeps me in spirits. And I hope I will keep doing that for next year and maybe beyond, of course. So yeah. Um, that always said, do not put pressure on yourself, and I'll keep telling that. I will keep telling myself every day to do not put pressure on yourself. To all the people who are doing everything right now, just look, you look to every people who are watching this. Yeah, some people are doing much better than others, but just remember, life. It's not a game. All right, life is not a game. It's a real thing. There are no lives. There are no second chances. There are no retakes. So do not put all the burdens. Do not put all your eggs in one basket and think of yourself, if I do this, I'll be successful. That's not how it works. So do not stress yourself. Do not stress yourself. Thinking about what's going on, thinking about what's gonna happen. If I don't do this, my parents will never appreciate it. No. Just do it. Just do it. Just go out there, put yourself out there, and just do it. Okay? Do not think about what's gonna happen or or worry about what's gonna happen to you. Just do it. Just do it. Just be brave. Just be bold, and just be confident. Just be confident in yourself. Just have the confidence to be yourself. Do not let any imaginaries go. Yeah, some people did it, but some people did it because they have the craft and the belief and the hunger. They're like you. They're like you. They are like you. They don't have like the belief and the hunger and everything like that. Look at where they are now. So put yourself out there. Be brave. Be bold. Talk to some people. And maybe, who knows, maybe you might marry the love of your life. Or maybe you have a good job, of course, that will keep you steady, that will make you happy. Just think about yourself. Think about yourself. Think about yourself first. Do not think about what's going on with all the other society. Think about yourself. Think about yourself first. And apply it to every single thing in your life. To apply it to every single thing in your life, every single relationship, every single friendship that you have, every single goal in your life. Just put that out there and just do it. And then you'll see the profits and the growth that you do. And that's basically my advice to myself. If I was watching this in about 3 or 4 or 5 years from now, and I have a wife that I love and kids, I will look back at this video and just say that you accomplish everything by not putting pressure on them, but just be yourself. Just be yourself. Do not put pressure on yourself. Do not put the heavy burden on you. And just live life to the fullest. We lost so many good people last year. Grant Wall, Pele, Queen Elizabeth, Franco Harris, Bill Russell, all those good people we lost. Even people we don't know about. We lost a lot. Life is short. It may be long for you guys, but it's short for everybody else. We don't know what tomorrow might bring. Just tell yourself that I can do all things in Christ through me that strengthen me. And live your life every day like it's your life. You never know what tomorrow might bring. In a couple of days, 2023 is here, and some of you have survived. And if some of you survive it, congratulations, you made it. For those who don't, my condolences to each and every one of you who are watching this, to their families, to their brothers and sisters, all the people that lost lives. My condolences go out to you and each and every one. And hopefully that 2023 will be a much, much, much better year than the last. And that's basically my advice to each and every one. To grab your strength with wings like eagles and just do not faint. Do not faint right now. Do not faint when the finish line is near. And I will keep doing my videos. Not of quality, not for the millions and millions of people. I'm not going to do it for millions of subscribers or the millions of comments or the millions of likes. No, I'm gonna do it because I love it. I will do the same things I love. If you have something that you love, do it. I love doing these, and I'll keep doing these for probably next year or so. I love sports, I love League of Legends, and I will keep doing what I love. So to each and every single one of you, I want to wish every single one of you a happy new year, a happy 2023. You know, may God bless you and keep you and provide you for all of next year and maybe beyond. And I'm probably going to see you again. Maybe at Twitch, maybe at YouTube, but mostly at Twitch. So, God bless you, everybody. And have a happy new year to each and every one of you.